All right. Cool. Cool. Check. Just messing with my audio levels a little bit. Make sure I have everything set. But yes. So, today it is Tuesday. We notice it is... Uh-oh. I gotta turn that off. I got an echo. There we go. Very nice. Okay, so we notice it is Tuesday. Hey, Drake. What's up, man? Thanks for the bits. 100 bits from Drake. You're the man. One of the OGs. Great to see you again. Yes, Tuesday. We are playing a day later than usual 4-hour Tyranny of Dragons campaign. That's because yesterday I wasn't feeling too good, so I told the people in my campaign that, hey, I need to take the day off. But we are playing today, and it is 10 o'clock, so they're lined up at the table. Let's go see what they're up to.
Going to...
Good morning, everybody.
Anyway.
Morning.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you all for being understanding and being willing to join me today for a session. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened yesterday. Actually Sunday. Actually, I wasn't feeling that great on Sunday, and then I just woke up Monday and I knew like I cannot stream today.
You feeling better though?
Yeah. It was weird. It was just like a headache, and then my eyes were like really feverish.
Was that a hangover?
No, I didn't drink at all. I really don't like drink anymore. All right.
Omicron.
Yeah.
Hey, it's fast acting.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I guess like a lot of the islands in Antarctica are named after all the variants. So like I wonder where they get their variant names from. Maybe
Omicron
they're
is the planet where
yeah.
Spock got his feelings. I kid you not. Look it up.
It's also a transformer.
Yeah, the planet transformer.
Hollow Earth. Man, I started like watching TikToks, and of course, so like TikTok, like based on what you view, it shows more of that stuff. So of course I'm watching all the weird crazy ass videos. So I'm in the deep end of TikTok. I'm in the whole thing with like reptiles and Anunnaki and all that stuff, and just makes me laugh. Learn about some of that crazy shit. All right. Yes. Drake takes. I'm just putting some finishing touches. Ooh, brand new computer. Got some Christmas presents, I see. I need another computer. I need a dual computer so that I can have more monitors. I'm at my max right now. Okay, so we have everybody. And thank you all for joining me today for this session of the Hoard of the Dragon Queen. We are in part 8, session 4. To start, let's get some introductions. So first, to start us off, let's start with the newest. Raven, if you could tell us about your character, please.
I play Slurm. She's a kobold, and she's a paladin warlock. And she just recently joined this band of weirdos because she has similar goals as them.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Yes, Slurm, another paladin, joins the party. Next up, if we could get an introduction from Freddy.
Hello, I'm Sauerkraut, and I play Frederick Bloomington, aka Freddy, a half-elf who is a mixture of borrowed from the College of Lore and a Hexblade Warlock. This makes him a jack-of-all-trades type who performs well enough in many roles to suit the party's needs, and he's very much looking forward to taking a long rest.
In other words, Freddy tired. All right.
Freddy out of spells.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Rosemary out of spells.
Even more tired, probably. VMOC, tell us a little bit about your character.
Hello, everyone. I am Old Jarhead. My character is VMOC. He is a Goliath barbarian who is far, far, far from his homeland of the Sword Mountains. VMOC is on a quest to regain his honor. He is uncertain how he lost his honor, but he must find and defeat in singular combat a friend of this band, an ugly downlander, whose shield he now carries. He is sworn to defend this elf woman, Ureba, and he will do his best to help her and this troop of adventurers defeat the Dragon Queen, Tiamat, and not allow her to reach this world and destroy the people of Faerun, and he's going to do that no matter what.
I hate to do this, but your introduction made me think that VMOC believes honor is like an object he has to find.
Well, that's
Just
what he's
made
doing.
me think he's trying to find his honor.
That's what he was told by his shaman.
Yeah. All right. Next up, Rosemary. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm Otto. I play Rosemary, who is a reborn Grave Cleric. And she is kind of uncomfortable at the moment with this, still not getting used to the dragonkin in her party. She doesn't necessarily know what to do since she was reincarnated as her sister, since her sister gave her life because for her to fulfill her mission. So she's not necessarily sure what she wants to do, but she would like a long rest.
I think that'll be a pretty common theme. All right. Last but certainly not least, Ureva. Could you tell us about your character?
Yes. Ureva, as most of us know, is a wood elf ranger of the Horizon Walker subclass. She is currently living on a second life after receiving a blessing from the Raven Queen after in exchange for a promise of her soul to return and continue working to prevent Tiamat from returning to the realm. As focused as ever in her mission after witnessing just how close to the living world Tiamat's reach has now become. She works with, she is focused and works with this band. More trust in some of them than ever anticipated. And right now she is the only one that does not feel the grips of exhaustion pulling her down too strongly, but she is quite concerned for her comrades, as she knows if they do not rest before another fight, there could be some grave happenings.
Yes, there certainly could, especially in the current circumstance. All right, last part. Rolling for historian. Thank you so much, Freddie, for your journal entry. Got that in for you all to be able to read. Speaking of as well, YouTube, I am getting caught up in the other campaign, the Scales of War campaign. I have completely caught up. So the very last session is edited, or not edited, because I'm not really editing. I'm just putting up the VODs. Is rendered, whatever, and I have it up on YouTube, and they are all scheduled to be made visible one day after each other. Let's see. Shit. Okay, so getting slowly caught up in this campaign. Still have a few videos, but I am hammering them out. So I think the last one I made was part 6, session 9. So I have the entirety of part 7 yet, but we are getting there. So make sure to check those out. All right. So hello, everybody. All of you out there, and welcome to this morning's episode of the Tyranny of Dragons, where a bunch of random internet strangers turned friends play D&D together. We are very happy that you can join us and hope that you have brought plenty of ale to keep your mug full until our tales end. Before we begin, let's get through some quick announcements and disclaimers. So this is an active Twitch chat campaign, which basically means that you out there watching can influence the stream. You can help and aid or otherwise impair the party by using your Twitch channel points known around here as bar tabs. So go ahead and throw out some advantages, disadvantages, health potions, and saving throws to anyone currently in the session on the combat tracker, anyone that you can see. Make sure that you say the right name that you are giving it to, though. These bonuses remain only for this current session and so must be used by the party members before end, or else they are lost. They do not carry over from session to session. Advantages and disadvantages can be granted only up to a total of 3 per character at a time, with advantages being used whenever that character so wishes, much like inspiration. Advantage or disadvantages must be on the very next roll. And then health potions and saving throws work a little bit differently, where they are immediate use only. So once they are granted, they are given then and there. They cannot be carried to be used when they so wish. If you like to play D&D or even just simply have some interest, make sure to join my Discord, which you can find at the Twitch links below. I have my community Discord, which is mainly for like going live notifications and the actual campaigns I run. I have another Discord for Tavern League's encounters, which that you might want to join to get more action and to be able to actually play yourself, for it is the one-shot epic boss fight D&D MMO experience extraordinaire. More info in that Discord. A lot of work does go into this. I take a lot of time on the stream, campaigns, the Discord community, and everything, and I do so very much appreciate all of your support. We have hit a record recently with 21 subscribers total, split between Twitch and my Patreon, and that felt amazing. Not gonna lie, that felt really good. We are always looking to improve and incorporate more fun, more production value, and more things to play with within the community, and you can show your support by subscribing if you wish. If you wish to take a bigger part, the Patreon provides a little bit more as well, but also just checking out the YouTube, you know, following me on Twitter, chatting with me on Twitter when I do send out tweets and stuff like that. Just that little bit of interaction, you know, definitely helps and puts me in the YouTube algorithm and all of those different algorithms to show more and more of my content. But with that, let's go ahead and dive in to tonight's episode of the Tyranny of Dragons. Okay, so last time we were joined at this table, our party was in a small-ish village of Parnast, where they had discovered the Hoard was secretly in control of. There were many villagers and many maybe not so villagers, and the party had come later at night, and they had made their way to the tavern at the center, named the Golden Tankard. Within, they saw many figures, all taking notice of them as they entered, and even having a captain of the cult himself make an appearance. Apparently, he just wanted to size them up. And so he entered, sitting down a ways away, and quickly left after not even eating a full meal. Players didn't think much of it, but knew something was going on. And so when they were sitting there, just waiting for the night to come, for the time of rest, Vimok heard a very, very low moan outside, like a mountain moving, and he gave warning to the rest of his party. was at this time that Ireva noticed an odd sound coming from outside. So naturally, they went to look outside. And upon looking out the door, they saw the captain and a retinue of guard standing just outside and gave battle. This battle was relatively quick, the captain showing some dark blessing, raising himself from the ground just as he was put unconscious. But as he fought and died, there was a smile on his face. For looking up to the sky could be seen Skyreach Castle beginning to float away into the sky northward. And as the party tried to quickly gather themselves, looting what they could, the armor taking a bit of time, they were surrounded once again. And this time, the cultists that were interred within the village gave up a bit more of a fight and took a little bit more from the party this time. Vmok had been laid unconscious as the rest were forced to retreat within cover of the tavern. But once again, our party was victorious, if it could be counted as a victory. With Skyreach Castle beginning to get smaller in the distance upon the horizon, and with night having come, they knew they needed to think quickly if they were going to have any chance at entering the castle. And so Freddy went down to the stables knowing that there were wyverns there and saw that there were 2. But he wondered, how many could a wyvern carry? And so with the rest of the party coming to mount these beasts, took a while, for they are wild and vicious, even though they were trained. Harnesses were fastened to them, and one after the other, Vmok, Freddy, Ireva, and Rosemary each in turn mounted the wyverns and attempted to steer them towards their common direction. Slurm was off, nowhere to be seen. But as the party exited the stables and got ready to set into the air, they noticed Slurm atop a giant bat and knew the resourcefulness of this new ally must be great. And so they jumped into the air and set off in chase after the cloud that was slowly getting smaller in the distance. They eventually made their way to Skyreach Castle, and as it was covered in clouds, masking the object within from their sight, they knew that they too must be somewhat hidden from view. And so they made their way within from a low angle and saw a large opening about 35 feet wide in the back of the great mountain. And so they entered. And that brings us to the present moment. For you have each landed upon that opening and seen the castle for what it truly is. A giant block of ice, layer upon layer of clear blue, lining the cavern walls and the ceilings and the floors. And upon the floors, you have also noticed many large tracks of a very large creature, obviously moving in and out of this chamber. even so far as to the very entrance, which you may suspect now is rather an exit. The tracks are four-toed with long claws. I ask you, well, first, let's get the advantage and disadvantage, because we have a whole bunch going on there. Black
Also-
Star.
Nomad,
Yeah.
Freddy's dad in real life says hi. He's
Hey!
watching, but he can't post.
You can't post?
Yeah, he said it wants him to join something, and yeah, but he says hi. I'll walk him through it.
You're making it, yeah, because I don't have it on subscriber. Okay, well, yeah, hey, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. And Black Star 314, what up, man? Okay, so Raven has a disadvantage.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Standard practice by now.
Yep.
Mhm.
So we got this attack, this initiative, this save. What else is there? This check.
Oh, it probably wants him to make a Twitch account instead of. Just
Oh,
one.
yeah, probably. I guess I thought you had to have a Twitch account if you wanted to watch. Oh, skills. That's right. Okay. So we have one disadvantage for Raven. We have an advantage to Ireva, Rosemary, VMOC, and Freddy. Ooh, that's just cruel.
What did I do?
Well, you guys have advantages.
Yeah, so the
Oh,
advantage
oh,
is
I-
all-
Raven's the only one that has disadvantage.
Gotcha.
All
As
right.
it should be.
Ah, yes, balanced as all things should be.
Okay, so I got it on Ireva. Got it on Rosemary. VMOC. And Freddy. Okay,
and
so
that's
don't
set
forget.
to- we choose when we use it, right?
Yep. So don't forget that you do have those advantages to use. Slurm, it should proc for you, so no worries. All right. What are we doing?
All right. So when we
Yeah.
left
Oh, never mind.
off,
Go
the
ahead.
plan was to camp right where we are, but then we noticed the footprints. Correct?
Correct.
Okay. So Ireva would like to investigate and see if she recognizes what left those prints.
Yep. Knowledge checks, please.
Okay.
I was going to do the same thing.
Okay. Anybody that is trained in Arcana may make a check.
Nope. Well, VMOC happens to not be.
That's not bad, though.
Okay, Freddy. Checking out these large tracks, you're trying to think of all of the knowledge that you gained in your travels. The fact that it is a four-toed creature with claws, also seeming to disappear out of this cavern mouth and landing
Suggests
within.
flight.
Yep, suggests flight. And reptilian. Other than that, you can't be entirely sure.
Freddy will say this out loud. These tracks are clearly reptilian in nature, and based off the way it moves in and out of this cavern, it can fly.
Bertha, is this your mother?
Bertha
This must be-
snaps.
This must not be the best place for us to take a rest. Then, what do you think, Freddy?
In this main cavern, no, but I see two offshoots perhaps we can hide in.
All right. So then Ireva will move forward slowly, and she's gonna stealth this way with her quiet booty boots.
Eureka.
She already walked away, so now you're gonna have to talk louder. That's the only problem. Like, you're at the entrance and she's like walking.
Yep.
Alright, never mind. I'm not gonna do that.
How does sound travel in this cavern?
So it's kind of weird. It has a distinctly different sound to it, because you're actually high in altitude and there is the wind outside. So the wind is kind of masking a lot of the noises, but it also kind of carries. So like not quite echoing, but very faintly.
Hush, hush now.
I say, but remember, Ireva has those boots on, so her walking doesn't make sound.
Mm-hmm.
So she's cheating. All right, so she is first going to investigate down this way. Yep, I was waiting for that. Okay, it won't let me. The compile logs keeps popping up instead, so
Okay.
I will just... Do you want me to roll it in the open or tower?
In the tower, please.
Okay. And hold on, is this one I get advantage on because of the boots? Because I know I get advantage on...
Boots of elven kind.
Advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Yep, you do have advantage.
Alright, so let me click that. I think I always forget about that part.
Okay. So, Ireva, the tunnel that you are trying to enter actually is higher up on the ceiling. You could enter into the side of the wall and it goes up, curving up and far away above you. So you would actually have to make like a check to climb into this chute.
Can
Okay.
we, like, see her looking upward then?
Yep.
I mean, I can see her, so
Yep.
he would tell Rosemary, get down and hold this beast. He would move to her to
Okay.
help her get up there then.
And is it something that... Is it steep enough that like we would not be able to like rest in there? Like we'd have to like intentionally be climbing the entire time?
From where you can see and it curves at an angle that you can't see further down, yes, you would probably not be able to rest in there.
Okay, so Ireva would take the boost from Vima quickly, and then
He
she
wouldn't
will...
say anything. He would just make that little like hand cup thing and look at her like, look up.
Alright, she'll take the step up offered from Vimok and quickly attempt to explore further, see if it levels out.
For that, Vima, are you trying to move silently or?
Yes.
Okay, please make me a stealth check.
If I have an advantage, I can use.
You do have an advantage to use. All right, when you roll it, it will proc for you.
Okay, so I don't need to click it, or
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
That was for the move, right?
Yep.
Okay. So then he just does the hand cup thing and like almost accidentally throws her into the room.
Okay. Vimok, you move forward and give Ireva a bit of a lift, helping her to move within this chute that is actually up into the ceiling. Ireva, you move within.
Alright.
You could make me an athletics check, please. All right, yeah, it takes a little bit of care in moving slowly, but you're able to kind of pull yourself up into the chute and climb up. Curves off at an angle not allowing you to see further down, about 15 feet ahead.
All right, so she would advance further.
You see it curve to a more flat, a more flat floor. And then at the end, you see a larger landing.
All right, she is slowly going to continue forward, quietly. So I can roll stealth again if you'd like me to.
Yes, please. And you have advantage. Okay. Okay, so you see this kind of, I guess, egg-shaped landing. And there are a number of other tunnels leading from it. As
Do I
you
see it? Sorry.
peer out, you see that all tunnels seem to lead to a central core that you are looking upon right now. There's a glittering cavern of ice with jagged walls and icicles the size of stalactites. This grand vault is split into 2 levels. The egg-shaped upper level, which you have noticed, and below there is a sheer ledge overlooking a sunken level 30 feet below, where a massive pile of treasure rests between an icy glaze. Please make me a perception check. Clinging to the ceiling above the Hoard, with wings tucked in tight along its sides and claws gripping the ice, is a huge white dragon.
Has it seen her?
It has not.
All right. As soon as she sees the dragon, she is going to move as quickly but as quietly as she can back down the tunnel.
All right, please make me another stealth check.
I swear, if I roll double ones, I'm gonna be so pissed.
All right, as you exit the large landing, the white dragon remains unmoving. You're not sure if it's sleeping. You didn't really get that good of a look. It's not really moving. It's kind of just hanging out there above the stalactites. You just barely were able to see it yourself.
Okay. And then she will, again, as quickly as she can quietly go, she will move back and rejoin VMOC. Bloop. That's the sound she makes when she jumps down.
You mean she doesn't make a sound?
Mhm.
Make me another athletics check as you are climbing down this difficult chute. Okay. Please make me an acrobatics check. All right, Ureva, as you're moving down this tunnel, you're paying a little bit more attention to moving quietly and keeping your handhold. As you get close to the end, you lose your footing.
Can I use my advantage to re-roll? I can't really see him, so I can
Okay.
go if I had or not.
Yep, go ahead and roll athletics. All right. If I don't say roll it in the tower, you don't have to roll it in the tower.
Oh, okay.
But as a general rule, stealth should be in the tower.
Okay, so
All
stealth
right.
in the tower, other stuff, no.
Yep. Only if I say so. All right, never mind. So you move down this chute carefully, keeping a hold on all of the surfaces.
Thanks again, Squeege.
You get to the exit and plop down nicely next to VMOC.
Ureva sees Zima crinkling his nose at her, and there is a dragon in that room. Not only are there far too many tunnels for us to possibly try and guard it efficiently, there is a dragon. And she'll point, like, down the main hall, like down this way. There. She'll point that way. I believe that leads right to its lair as well. We cannot stay here. She's whispering
big
this.
one? Is it a big one?
Was it big?
Yes.
Yes, it was a large white dragon.
Could it fit through that small tunnel that you just came through?
Well, I do not believe so. But I don't know if we would be able to all properly rest at the incline. There's only a small area of that tunnel that is not on an incline.
Well, then we find a place where it cannot fit that we can rest, yes?
I think it is best to find another spot. I shall look this way. Go tell the others. They need to know. We must be quiet. Thank you.
Mark will move as quietly as he can, staying close to the wall.
Okay. VMOC,
You can only
please
move
make
at
me.
half speed, so I
Yep.
mean, this would be a
Please make
dash.
me a stealth check in the tower.
No more advantage. So. He's not horrible at this.
Okay, VMOC.
Tripped over something.
As you leave,
He is tired.
the
so,
ice
he's
beneath your feet crunches. Ureva,
He freezes wherever it happened at.
Ureva
heard.
and VMOC both, please make me a perception check. Okay. Ureva, you sense more than hear something stirring further down this tunnel.
She looks at VMOC with wide eyes.
I'm tired.
I think the dragon has sensed us.
Leave.
I do not think it best to stay here. You are right. And she will just go right back to her companions. And upon approaching them,
Why
There
don't
is
we
a-
go ahead and roll initiative there?
No.
No.
you want to kill us, don't you?
Got my combat tracker working. That's neat.
Rosemary's too tired.
You want to talk about tired?
Okay, VMOC, what are you doing?
He's going to move.
Okay.
He's going to dash, which means he's going to move 40 feet.
Okay.
Bad.
Oh, dashing. Definitely not trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
The ice
he's-
beneath
he-
your feet crunches as you move closer to the end.
Get back on, Bertha. We must go. Something has awakened. It is a dragon. Prepare to flee.
You say a dragon?
That's his turn, yeah.
Okay, Ureva, what are you doing?
All right, Ureva will, she will like move quickly, but still trying to be quiet, as maybe it'll go back to sleep before, they can get out of there. So I can't see the distance. Hold on, I'm canceling that move. So she is going to move to here, but do it as quietly as she can. Because since we're in initiative, we can only move how much we can move, right?
Yep. All right, go ahead and make me a stealth check, and you have advantage to use. Or you have advantage on this. All right. Anything else?
No, not really. The only other thing she would do is just get her bow in hand.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay. As Vimok and Ireva start moving quickly back to the exit, this mouth of the tunnel, you do hear even more noise coming out from this tunnel. A large object landing on a floor.
We must go.
You hear a grating voice. I know you're out there. Come, reveal yourselves. Clive is going to start fidgeting, and he is going to look out of the tunnel entrance right now, and he is going to attempt to leave.
I'm going to attempt to stop him.
All right, Freddy, using a reaction, please make me an animal handling check. Okay.
I'm going to use my advantage.
All right, roll again.
Ooh, good advantage use.
Freddy, still near Clive as Clive.
I didn't dismount. I stayed on.
Okay, so Freddy on top of Clive as Clive turns around and is about to jump out from the back of this fortress right now. You are able to keep him put. He is well trained and listens to your command. All right, Freddy, your turn.
This is the first he's hearing of the dragon in the cave. Can he make a check on what he knows about dragons?
Yes, make me an Arcana check. Okay. True dragons are winged reptiles of ancient lineage and fearsome power. They are known and feared for their predatory cunning and greed, with the oldest dragons accounted as some of the most powerful creatures in the world. Dragons are also magical creatures whose innate power fuels their dreaded breath weapons and other preternatural abilities. Many creatures, including wyverns and dragon turtles, have draconic blood. However, true dragons fall into the two broad categories of chromatic and metallic dragons. The black, blue, green, red, and white dragons are selfish, evil, and feared by all. The brass, bronze, copper, gold, and silver dragons are noble, good, and highly respected by the wise. Though their goals and ideals vary tremendously, all true dragons covet wealth. Hoarding mounds of coins and gathering gems, jewels, and magic items, dragons with large hoards are loath to leave them for long, venturing out of their lairs only to patrol or feed. True dragons pass through 4 distinct stages of life, from lowly wormlings to ancient dragons, which can live for over 1,000 years. In that time, their might can become unrivaled and their hoards can grow beyond price. Do you know Of the dragon types, black are sneaks. They're kind of like the rogues of the dragons. Blue blue are kind of like the shock troopers, I guess. The quick, and then just like they come and then just lightning bolt everything. Green are very intelligent and sneaky, but instead of like black dragons, where black dragons are all about like, you know, coming up and then assaulting you from the shadows, green is more like sinister plots and working from behind the curtains. Red dragons are just all power. Like they're very big. They're the biggest of all the chromatic variants, and they have the fire that just decimates entire cities. And white dragons are probably the least intelligent of all and more animalistic. They're more about hunting prey.
And dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Mean
Right.
and stupid.
Do I know their vulnerabilities of each of the different colors?
You do not.
Okay. Then Fred will just hold his place and wait for Ureva to get to Clive.
Okay. Bertha also attempts to tuck tail and take off.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Rosemary, you can use your reaction to make an
Yeah,
animal
no.
handling check. That is sufficient. You grab hold of the reins and keep Bertha put.
That's funny. Yeah, no.
Rosemary, what are you doing?
Getting on top of Bertha.
Okay, you can use half of your movement to mount the wyvern. Anything else?
Can I move Bertha closer to VMOC?
Yes. How's that?
And then, yeah, and then I'll attempt to get VMOC on top of Bertha.
Well, VMOC's gonna have to do that on his turn.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
VMAC, come on, I moved Bertha closer to you.
And I think that's everything I could use.
Okay, Slurm, what are you doing?
Slurm will use her channel divinity or a harness divine power to regain a second spell slot.
Okay.
And then let's see. I command the bat to go over next to Yevra.
Ureva?
Yevra.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that'll all finish there.
Okay. We move back to the top of the round. VMOC.
He
Rosemary's
will.
like giving out a hand to help him.
Right, he will mount, which leaves him, it's half his movement, but it's irrelevant, and he will. So, action will be to. His action is to mount, I think.
No, you can use half your movement to mount.
Okay.
So you have 10 feet left after mounting.
Oh, so he's gonna mount and then tell the wyvern to dodge.
Okay.
And wait for Rava. Go away, phone. So what's going to happen is when can Ureva get on that bat with Slurm? Big enough?
It is
Large.
it is large, so I would say probably.
Okay, so if Ureva can mount the bat, and if they move, then so VMOC's action will be for them to move in unison, if that's allowable.
Okay.
He doesn't want to leave Ureva, in other words. I mean, not that he's going to be able to do anything to a freaking, dragon. He doesn't think. I mean, he's never seen a dragon. VMOC hasn't, but he can remember.
Okay.
That's his movement. Held action is for them to move when Ureva moves.
Okay.
On the bat.
All right. Bertha is going to wait for that. Ureva, you're up.
Seeing the giant bat approach, she'll nod to Slurm and attempt to get on the giant bat with her.
Okay. You are able to mount the giant bat using 15 feet of your movement.
All right, and then we'll go. Like, use as much other movement to I guess it's the bat's movement. I don't know, but we'll encourage everyone to go.
Yep, Slurm is in control of it.
And we'll, nod at Slurm. Thank you. We must get going as soon as we can. It already knows we're here.
All right. You begin to see a form enter. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, and 40. The dragon's head turns the corner. This great white serpentine neck turns the corner and sees all of you in the entrance. Its piercing blue eyes take account of all of you, looking each in turn. And it just spits menace.
But upon seeing the dragon, I don't know if this is a thing we could do. Can Ureva use a reaction to literally just grab a fistful of gold pieces and throw it to the dragon? Like, she doesn't know much about dragons. She just knows they like shiny stuff, basically. But I don't know if I can do that as a reaction.
I would say not as a reaction. If you held it, then yeah, but... Okay.
If I held it? Okay. So seeing the dragon's head, she would grab a handful of gold pieces.
No, if you had held the action, but your turn's already over.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind then.
It is going to look at each of you and pause for a moment, seeing that you are attempting to escape. It is going to, let's see. I'm going to go for a mood change. All right, so this targets everybody within 120 feet. Wisdom saving throws as you feel your courage tested. All right, VMOC fails, Clive fails, and Freddy fails. You're all frightened for 1 minute as the dragon fear takes hold within you. You can make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turns, which should automatically happen. Freddy, you're up.
We are taking flight, seeing that Ureva's on the bat, and Freddy spurs Clive forward and off the ledge.
Okay. Freddy and Clive take off out of the tunnel. And is no longer frightened. Rosemary, you are up.
She will move Bertha with VMOC on it out of the tunnel as well.
Who's handling? Because I thought VMOC gave the order. Only one of you can be in charge of the animal.
I don't know that it matters. She had moved to be
Okay.
towards VMOC.
Okay.
It doesn't really matter to me.
Gotcha. Okay. Bertha 2 will take flight outside of the tunnel carrying VMOC and Hawkeye. VMOC is also given a saving throw.
Hawkeye.
VMOC, please make me a wisdom saving throw.
At least it's not a death saving throw. Is it a wisdom saving throw?
Yes. I'm sorry, I keep saying Hawkeye, I mean Rosemary. All right, you succeed. VMOC is no longer frightened.
He's running anyway.
Slurm,
Come on.
what are you doing?
Nope. Dash the giant bat out of here.
Okay. One by one, you each exit the ice tunnels with the dragon behind you. As you take flight back into the clouds, you see the dragon's face in the large opening in the side of the ice, but he does not give chase.
Big nasty grin.
Turns back inside. All right, so as you're flying out and about, what are you doing now?
Well, Ureva's all but hugging Slurm.
Looking for a new spot to land. Could we see the profile of the castle again, please?
Ureva would, call out, I think we should approach from the opposite side. Just in case someone heard that dragon speaking.
Is that a pet or a guard dog?
Maybe a little bit of both, or neither.
Okay. Second.
VMOC leans forward on Bertha's neck. Slowly pets her.
Good bird.
You did well, creature.
VMOC, would you like the reins back?
You are doing fine. I need to rest.
I think we all do.
Fishes a ration out of his pack. Here, Bertha. Eat. Don't bite me, damn it.
Here, Wervin, you want some fucking stale bread?
Okay, this is what you see.
Okay.
And you just exited out of this, down on the bottom right.
Does any part of this castle that we see look disused? Like falling apart, ice not maintained?
Well, you're gonna have to spend an amount of time to try and surmise that.
Okay, then we start, or Freddy will start like circling around the castle,
Say
around
what
like
about- what
around
is-
like this level.
Don't
Okay.
worry where the dragon may be.
It's probably another dragon exit there.
Where was the main drawbridge? Can we discern that?
Over over there by those towers.
So we don't want to enter there.
No. Okay, so Fred will start climbing up with, which one is it, Clive again? I got Clive. Start climbing up with Clive, and we'll like look at these towers to see if there's any that are in disuse, that will look like they're abandoned. Or any of these side entrances too. Looks like they're just, not in service.
That little one right there. Is that like a little hole?
Well, that looks like one.
Does look like it.
Okay, Freddy, please make me a perception check.
So Reva would be, obviously they want to stick flying together, but she will be keeping her eyes peeled for even like an external, just flat surface.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where
Okay.
there's no, guards. Trebuchet. Oh!
Flying around, you see a number of humanoids patrolling many different areas or just standing. Mostly atop the towers are ogres, but you also see the odd humanoid walking about. This is a lower courtyard down here by these towers, the entrance, and then atop is an upper courtyard.
Okay.
Let's see. Do you go above, or do you stick at the level that you said?
For now, I think we're sticking at that level, so
Okay.
we're not seen.
Yeah, preferably.
Okay, sticking to the clouds, sticking low to attempt not to be seen. You don't really see an area that that isn't manned, or at least kind of watched. The patrolling, the patrol is pretty lackluster, but even so, there are humanoids patrolling around. There's plenty of room to land in the lower courtyard that you can see, but without a doubt, you would be approached.
What about this side opening here?
Is there anything on top of,
But we don't want to fly up that high.
I mean, the two forward towers? Is there anything on the top of those two? Are we not going that high?
We could probably see the lower one.
These ones?
Yeah. We could probably see the top of the lower one, but we'd have to fly higher to see the second one.
Let's
We
see.
want to avoid conflict at all costs right now.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can't. We can't fight straight up.
I don't think that is an entrance, actually. I think that's something else. I'm not seeing where that connects.
I mean, even if it's just a little cubby, we'll just go. Okay.
So maybe not even an entrance. Can we just look along the ice for like a shelf? Just large enough for us to put our butts down.
Kind of like a little cave.
On the outside, the
Yeah.
wind blowing along with the nature of the ice itself, even if you did, you would probably have a difficult time not slipping off.
Are there any options that we're not thinking of then? So okay, so how about the top of this short tower? Can we see on top of it?
ogres.
All ogres.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Freddy will motion to keep, like to stay back. He'll go up lone, and like check out the top of this tower and like this one here to see if there's any safe spots to land. He's trying to stay like as far away as possible in the clouds to keep his like profile, occluded.
Okay. You would have to keep quite a distance to stay within the cover of the clouds. You wouldn't be able to pick out very good details. But okay, so
you gotta help us a little.
let's see. One of the towers, a larger circumference, is an ancient tower that seems to be crumbling.
Okay.
As far as you can see, the windows have been sealed shut with ice, and there are cracks formed in the walls and the rooftop. There's a balcony of sculpted ice hugging one side of the tower about 75 feet above the tower base, as best as you can tell. A smaller tower, which is a high blue tower, is made of pale blue ice and is the color of sky on a winter day. Its few windows shimmer like mirrored glass or crystal. They are covered towers, so you cannot see into them.
Is this the crumbling one?
No. This one.
Okay. So what about this ledge, like right, I can't exactly point to it, but the ledge right behind that tower, is that manned as
Okay.
well?
Atop that tower, that is a 70-foot tall tower. It has a parapet rooftop, so it's open. When you are above, you see ogres atop that tower, keeping a watch over the interior. Seems like everywhere you look, it is darkness, but it seems like everywhere you look, you could land pretty easily and have like a few moments, but very likely your presence would be noticed and you would be approached.
What about this ledge at the very back of the tower here?
It looks like everywhere you would land, it would likely be noticed.
So crumbling tower, are there any lights coming from it?
No.
Okay, is there a spot on the crumbling tower you think we could land? Like, is there an opening in the side, or does the roof like fallen off of it or anything?
So make me another perception check. The tower is like about 100 feet high, but you can't really pick out any good spot to land. It's not a parapet, so it has a cover. It has that steepled roof. You're not seeing a good spot from your vantage.
Okay, so you mentioned a balcony at the base of it. You said it was like sculpted. Does that mean it's not like normal to the structure, like it was built like as an addition, basically?
Yes, so imagine seeing a tower with like ice attached to the side of it, and then the ice on top has been kind of sheared more flat.
Okay.
So it's like a block of ice on the side of the tower.
Is that large enough to land on with these creatures? Perhaps one at a time, even.
So this is a wall, right?
You think that you could land on it, but probably, like you said, one at a time.
Okay. I have an option here. Fred will go, like swoop back down towards the allies. Tell him what he saw. Like the whole place is just ridden with ogres and humanoids and tons of roaming patrols, except for one tower appears to be abandoned, and there is a balcony on the tower which we could possibly land one at a time. But that would mean committing, because the mounts would have to either come inside or fly away or something.
Well, what do you think about it?
It's our best chance to approach this castle unseen from any side that I can see.
Do you think we would be able to rest before we go in?
We cannot rest on these mounts.
No,
Like,
not on the
because-
mount. But if we were to land, do you think we would have an easy enough rest just staying there?
Nomad?
I mean, that's up to you guys. You gotta try and figure that out.
Well, she's asking if there's enough room for us to rest on. Okay, is
On
there?
the balcony?
I think that's what she's asking, yes.
It's possible, but probably not with the wyverns.
Fred repeats that.
Do you think that would be an option?
It's the only option I can see.
That I feel like we have no other choice. I feel like we must act quickly, though, before we do get noticed, though.
I think Ureva and Slurm should go first. I will point it out, but you have the more easily handled beast. If that balcony is unsafe for whatever reason, because Fred is thinking about how the tower itself is kind of crumbling, you'll be able to best control the situation.
Make a quick getaway.
To clarify, which one are we looking at?
It's one with like the bluish base to it right there.
The one on the right there.
Okay. Yeah, I like this plan.
We should approach from above.
Yes. And so, I will instruct the bat to fly high to around the tower to get a look at it.
And
See if
Fred
it-
points out the balcony.
Yeah, if the balcony seems clear, you go and investigate it.
Fred also mentions that the upper courtyard is slightly obscured by fog. However, it is short, only about 3 feet off the ground. It might be
my
able
bad.
to
30
hide.
feet. 30 feet. I missed that.
Oh,
Yeah, 30.
Oh, 30, perfect.
30 feet. However, landing on the courtyard would still get us noticed by the noise at least.
Well, even landing, you said there's ogres on top of here, right?
On all towers, except for the crumbling one.
No matter what, we will be noticed. But as you said, I think that's the best plan that we got. Or the only plan that we have.
Slurm is executing it. I'm waiting to see what rolls we need to make.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hear Slurm.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
you're
said
you're gonna land on that balcony.
Yeah.
We're
Okay.
gonna approach from above.
It appears to be safe. Yeah.
Okay, Slurm, you're on top of your giant bat with Ireva, moving closer, descending down, keeping an eye on the various ogre sentries. Ogres are pretty stupid. So they're keeping an eye, but I mean, they're ogres. So as you descend, you don't really, you don't notice them really act differently or anything, take notice of you. You land on the balcony. And looking out, the fog is kind of obscuring a lot of different stuff. Make me a perception check, please.
Perception.
Okay. All right. This is what you see. A small ice shelf with your giant bat. How much does your giant bat weigh, do you think?
I would have no idea.
Well, let's see.
It is
Slurm.
about, so probably not much.
Yeah. Okay, but you are landing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. As you and Ireva atop this giant bat attempts to land on this ice shelf, the weight begins to crack the ice. And very shortly after, it breaks away. You do notice a door, however. And as your bat goes back into flight, the ice cracking and breaking down to crash upon the rest of the floor 75 feet below. The rest of your party likely hears this, meaning safe to assume that there is at least some type of alert to a presence. It crashes down and you hear run attack! The many ogres sound an alarm. I need everybody to roll me initiative once again.
Oh no.
The 20s were wasted.
Okay, we are going to begin with Ireva, who is on the mount but can't really do much. Let's see.
She can shoot arrows.
So she's literally the only member in the party that really, at this point, can do anything, because she's gone through 3 fights without a rest.
More than 3.
Okay.
Last time we rested was before the lodge.
So, Ireva, would you like to make a perception check? The adrenaline of the moment is rushing through your veins, and you find it hard to focus as you are on the back of this giant bat. You hear the shouts of alarm alerting something, though you're not, you can't say whether you've actually been spotted or not.
I mean, did she see the door?
Yeah, you can see the door, but the balcony itself has cracked and broken off.
And so it's just like at a sheer wall?
Not quite a sheer wall. You might be able to find some footing, but it would be pretty treacherous.
Ireva will encourage Slurm to fly the bat down to the door. And she will... I guess she's going to attempt this, like, she can't do it really... Like, is she able to reach out, like... She can't touch the door at all from the back to back, can she?
Would you like to attempt it?
Yeah, she's first gonna judge. She's not like, if she can see that she can't reach it while on the back of the bat, she's not gonna attempt to just like push the bat into the tower.
You could, but I mean, it is a bat that it doesn't stay in place. It like moves up and down and all over the place. It can't just like stay in one spot very easily, but you could definitely make the attempt.
Okay, so what I would like to try and do is she's going to attempt to get the bat close enough that she could grab the handle of the door, and while holding onto the handle, like jump off and place her footing on however small it is and attempt to just get the door open.
Okay, make me a dexterity check, please.
Oh my gosh, I was like, oh, it's not on here. Yeah. Not say the check, right?
Correct.
Oh, come on, you're on 18.
All right. The bat descends in a sweeping motion by the door, and holding on with one hand on the bat and the harness and another hand sweeping out to try and grab the door handle, you miss. Yeah, grasping nothing but air. And that will end your turn. Rosemary, what are you doing right now?
Did I hear any of this altercation?
Oh yeah, you heard the loud crack in the crash. And then you're hearing the shouts of alarm going on. Freddy, Rosemary, and Vima, where are you guys right now? Are you up above by them,
Yep.
or?
We're
Okay.
still up in the air above the tower.
Okay.
Because we're waiting to see how their landing went first before we all just committed
So I
down.
will put you on. So I'll put you like 120 feet up or whatever. There'd probably have to be a lot more. The tower itself is like 100 feet. Okay, now we have everybody on the map.
Alright.
All right, Hawkeye, what are you up to?
So, Hawkeye.
Damn it, Rosemary.
Alright,
The force of habit, man. I cannot knock that.
So, this is only a shelf that leads to the door that
It's not there
can't
anymore. It
land
broke
on
off.
this.
It broke off.
Yeah, but we can't land on this.
You could try, but it's
Like
it's
what
it's
around
like
us?
that's like the ice block peeking up above the courtyard below,
Oh, I see.
and that's way below. So like the tower right here is 100 feet up, so you would have to go down 150 feet to land.
Oh, I see. She will descend with Bertha and VMOC and consult with VMOC before.
Should we
I
go
cannot
down?
see anything.
Well, I'm gonna go down to see if
They're okay. And then move Bertha down towards them to see if they're okay. Because she heard the crash.
Okay.
I trust in your judgment.
Slurm is given disadvantage, and I am also given disadvantage. I have disadvantage on my very next roll. Let's see.
Yeah, so she's moving Bertha down.
Yep. Bertha has a fly speed of 80 feet.
Team up, you're okay.
Okay. So you're able to get down right in line with your companions. So Ireva
What are you guys
and
attempting to do?
Slurm see Rosemary and VMOC descending on Bertha right next to you.
Are you guys okay?
Yes, it was simply the ice shelf that fell. That is the door I'm trying to get into.
Should we all
Only
try to
nope,
get
nope,
into
nope,
that?
nope. Only 6 seconds. We're in initiative order, so you don't have that much time. Very short sentences.
She noticed that, and then she'll give the reins to VMOC and try to go for the door too, I guess.
I can't see.
Just hold on to these.
And she'll try to go for that door.
Well, VMOC has the reins, so
Well, I'll reach for the door.
So what I'm saying is VMOC has the reins. In order to get closer to the door, the wyvern has to be guided. VMOC can't see
I'm
the
not
door.
close enough to the door.
Yeah, you're not close enough to the door.
Yeah,
Oh, then I-
Because the
Dark.
giant bat just made a pass by it and is kind of like in the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
this
see,
isn't
I see.
something that you're going to be able to try and do at the same time. So
Yeah, I didn't know. Alright.
Rose, I
Then
cannot
first,
see.
I'll take back the rating.
Thank you, I
I
am
don't-
blind, literally.
and then as her action, she'll hold her action for if anything hostile within her range of it. She'll do hold the dead on whatever hostile is.
Okay. So you're gonna have to concentrate on that spell, because that's how readying a spell works.
I can't.
Yep. So you don't spend a spell slot, but yeah. Okay, anything else, Rosemary?
That will be my turn. Nope.
Okay. VMOC. Anything you would like to do?
Rest.
Taking that
Okay.
that's not in the dirt.
Freddy, anything you would like to do?
Freddy sees Ureva trying to get the door open. Are they right in front of it? Like
They just
like
made
hovering
a,
it.
they well, there is no hovering, but at this like point in time, Ureva just made a pass past the door, so she's not like directly in front of it, but she's like just past it on the swoop, and she missed grabbing it with her hand.
Okay. I didn't say hovering. I said covering.
Oh no, she's not
covering.
She's not really covering it, but she is kind of in the way.
All right. So Fred will stay at his current altitude since they went sweeping past it. He'll move over here with Clive. He's going to target the door with the force energy of Eldritch Blast and try to blow it open. Seeing as we're already going in loud, and Ureva was trying to open it.
Okay. Please make me an attack roll. You have 2, I believe.
Yep. Oh. That looked like a fumble effect.
Yeah, don't worry about the fumble effects. I'm gonna get rid of those. All right. The first one hits, the second one misses. As your beam crashes into the door, please make me a damage roll. The door is bursted in, leaving an opening.
All right. Does Fred have movement to try to go to the door and jump off?
The Wyvern has 80 feet of movement. I think you use like
35.
35.
I'd also have to go, what, 70 feet down? So probably not. So Fred will just go down.
You have 115 feet of movement left.
115.
Yeah, because you're 150 feet up. Wait. Yeah, you're 150 feet up. My bad. 80 feet minus 35, and you have 45 feet of movement left. You're just 150 feet up. I confused myself.
Yeah, okay. So Fred's going to move down. How do I change the altitude again? Is it
Alt.
left alt? Right alt? Oh, my character is covered by the Clive. I can't move Clive.
By the Clive.
Yeah, so he'll move down, just above. And then say to his allies, what do you think, guys? Go in, hold from the tower?
It's either that or abandon this altogether.
I do not think abandoning
Too much time. Too much
is on
time.
the cards.
Too much time. One sentence, one phrase. Okay. Slurm, what are you doing?
Door open now?
Yes.
Does it look like the bat could fit in?
Likely not.
Hmm.
You would have to squeeze, and squeezing while flying would just probably not work.
Okay. I guess, I command the bat to try to stay steady outside the door until Ureva and myself enter. Like jump from the bat, maybe.
Yeah, you can command it to try and
then
stay
have it,
steady as
like-
best as it could just outside the door.
Okay. I'm gonna make an attempt to enter.
Okay. Slurm, please make me a dexterity check as you're on top of the bat's back, getting ready to leap into the doorway.
Just straight dexterity.
Straight dexterity check, please.
Oh, I
Alright.
had the disadvantage, I forgot.
So as you are attempting to steady yourself on this bat, it's a little difficult. You're very high up in the altitude and the winds are blowing and the bat's having a really difficult time kind of staying steady. You don't see a very good moment to leap by your judgment, but do you wish to make the leap?
I said I was gonna do it.
Okay, and please make me an acrobatics check at disadvantage. You leap from the bat, but you have misjudged, and you actually end up lower than the doorway, smacking into the side of the tower wall.
Are there any handholds I can try to grab? The ledge, perhaps?
Yeah, I'm reading that part right now, so. Okay, please make me an athletics check.
Save me, bat.
Why do you still have
I
disadvantage?
still have, yeah, I was,
Oh, okay, roll again.
Armor.
I didn't have it on the, I had it persistent effect for the disadvantage thing. There we go. 18. Okay, Slurm, as you smack into the side of this tower, you reach out, trying to grab for anything. Luckily, the crumbling tower has many handholds, and you are able to grab yourself. You are dangling. You are dangling from the tower beneath the doorway, about 65 feet up above the ground. That is 5 feet below the doorway.
can I use the remainder of my movement to climb up?
You may. Please make me another athletics check as you attempt to climb up.
Oh well,
Oh, that was almost a 1.
it's close to being a death roll.
All right, Slurm. As you are on the side of this tower with the wind blowing and the sounds of alarm all around surrounding you, you try to pull yourself up, but there's just not quite enough strength. You don't have a good position right now. You stay put.
I don't think there's much else I could really do. I couldn't possibly dash and try again, could I?
So you use your action basically to jump from the bat. You
Okay.
use some of your movement, so you don't have an action anymore.
I guess I'm holding on.
Okay, Slurm is holding on to the side of this tower. Ireva, you have seen her leap, misjudging the altitude as the bat is precariously trying to hover in midair as best as it can. What are you doing?
Ireva just decides to make this whole thing a lot easier on the bat and everyone, and she's going to use her final level 2 slot and just use Misty Step and put herself right inside the room.
All right. Ireva disappears to reappear right inside of the tower.
She will then go to the edge and throw down the rope that she has.
Golden lasso.
You could probably reach down. You don't have to use a rope.
Oh, okay. She will then go to the entrance, reach down, and grab for Slurm's hand.
Okay. Slurm, please make me an acrobatics check. Slurm, with one surge of energy, pulls up, reaching out. Ireva, please make me a dexterity check.
Again, a check, not a save,
A
right?
check.
Oh, shit.
As Slurm
no!
surges up to try and grab on Ireva, you misjudge and are unable to grab onto Slurm's hand. Slurm is still put.
Alright, then she will look to the bat, nod at the bat, and then just step back. So that the bat can at least catch her and she's not in anyone else's way. Like, she's gonna, like, step back here. And she says a sorry to Slurm.
Okay. Ireva, as you are inside of this tower, you notice. If I can find it. You notice the tower likely once had 4 levels with 20-foot high ceilings. However, all but the highest level have had their floors and ceilings shattered. And there's a staircase that once curled up the inside of the tower, connecting its various levels, but also has been destroyed. You are on one. You are precariously on a standing ledge. Right here.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot of room, but you can look up to see that there is another floor above you.
Then she will just be braced, ready for, you know, her companions to fly in. If they need any help, not.
Oh, I'm sorry. You are actually on the top level, so you would be able to see like the stairs off to the side leading down, and that's where you would see all the missing floors.
Oh,
Yep.
okay, so there's plenty of room up here.
And there is a coffin.
Yeah, she ain't gonna mess with that yet. She's gonna keep her eye on the coffin, but just get out of the way and let her companions attempt to get in.
1 second. This is what happens when you prepare all the dragon stuff and then you guys just skip over it.
What, you thought we were gonna fight the dragon in our state?
Who says you have to fight it?
It's a chaotic, evil white dragon.
Again, who says you have to fight it?
We made it.
Okay, I don't have a coffin image, but let's say that the coffin is right here. Also, Ireva, as you have teleported within and attempted to get Slurm, you notice these 2 creatures take notice of you.
Does she recognize what they are?
Please make me a religion check. They look to be undead of some sort. They have, here, I can actually show this. This is kind of what they look like.
It's hostile, right?
Oh, no. Fire pit fire, anyone?
Yeah, right? Right out of one kettle and into another.
Because I still have that Toll of the Dead
You can't see them.
as a save action.
I say she only sees them because she's inside.
Yep.
I see that one.
You do?
Yeah.
People don't see nothing. People don't see nothing.
Yeah, you can see it.
So, do they make any approach at Reva? Are they like?
So when you jumped in, you didn't notice them right away because your focus was on Slurm. When you attempted to help her up, you turned around, and it's kind of like that thing where they were like unmoving, but then now they've kind of like crept up and taken notice of you, and they start hissing.
How much movement does he really have left?
30.
Jump to your death. It's better that way.
She's just going to step back to the entrance, and is the bat still right there?
The bat's still right there, yes.
She's gonna just climb back on the bat.
Okay, please make me an acrobatics check.
Slurm, don't go in there.
And you see her like, nope, 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 nope.
You leap from the ledge. Please make me a dexterity check at advantage. Okay.
Wow.
You leap from the ledge, landing on top of the giant bat, quickly grabbing hold.
She begs the back quickly.
Oh, wait. Okay. Leaping like that would take your action. Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yeah.
When you reach down to try and get Slurm, I would say that's your action though, so I wouldn't allow that actually. Sorry.
Ureva would just yell out, "There are undead, it is not safe." And she'll turn back to them and just kind of smile.
Replies, we have to fight something.
And she'll just smile at the undead. Umi, I do not mean to fight you. And I know I
Alright.
can't talk too much, so I'm not going to try.
Rosemary, what are you doing?
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay.
So this is undead, as you said.
Mm-hmm.
So what's turn undead? So I'm trying to read that. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet
Yep.
must make a wisdom saving throw.
Basically, turn undead makes them like frightened of you. It has to use its movement. It is forced to use its movement to get as far away from you as possible, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. Doesn't allow them to use their reactions, and it may only use the dash action or try to escape on its turn.
Yeah, I'll try to do that.
Okay, the range is 30 feet.
And what's this? Where am I? Sorry.
It's too far away. It's 55
I
feet
was
away.
like, Bertha was in my way. So I was like, okay. Right. What happened?
Sorry, I'm laughing at what Raven put in Barch. I need to mute myself.
Oh. You know what? Just gonna try the roll the undead, I guess, again.
Okay. It fails. You reach out with your hand and cast Toll the Dead, taking hold of the unidentified creature 1. Go ahead and roll damage. 3 points of damage onto the vampire, who cries out in pain and hisses.
Ah, so it's a vampire. I was gonna roll to see what it was.
I mean, our characters don't technically know. Nobody really identified them.
Yeah, they're not identified yet. You know they're undead, they
Can I
have
do that?
fangs and they're hissing, but like as for like specifically what they are, you don't know.
Can I roll for that?
Yep, make a religion check.
Religion. I am proficient in that.
All right, you know that these are vampire spawn. Awakens to an endless night, vampires hunger for the life they have lost and sate that hunger by drinking the blood of the living. Vampires abhor sunlight, for its touch burns them. They never cast shadows or reflections, and any vampire wishing to move unnoticed among the living keeps to the darkness and far from reflective surfaces. These are vampire spawn, which are basically mind-controlled servants of a actual vampire. So you suspect that these are likely guards.
They can be in sunlight.
She will relay this information. They're vampires. They're vampire spawns. Good thing you can't see them. And that will be where are we going?
Oh, and where?
Oh wait.
All right, VMOC, anything you would like to do?
Already answered
Yep. All
it.
right.
Can't see anything. Yeah.
Vampire Spawn is now going to move up to Ureva and is going to start attacking her. It's going to claw, hitting. Dealing 8 points of damage, and then it is going to attempt to bite her.
Oh, this makes it pretty good.
Nope.
All right, Ureva is hit, taking 20 points of damage. And her hit point maximum let me read this. Is reduced by 11.
Oh.
Okay. Freddy,
You're
you're up.
I can't help you.
Fred is going to lower. And the bat is still like in the way of that entrance, right?
The bat is hovering right in front of the door, yes.
Yeah. Alright. He's gonna see the vampire spawn and attack it then with with 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay.
Yikes.
That
Lots
is a
of ones
miss.
for me.
The first one hits, dealing 5 points of force damage.
Bonus action is going to target Ureva and cast Healing Word on her.
Okay.
Well, that's what I got.
All right, 5 points of healing back to Ureva. Vampire Spawn 2 is going to approach Ureva from the other side. And it is going to make a claw attack, which is dodged. It is going to make another claw attack, which is also dodged. Slurm, you're up.
Okay. Can I attempt to climb once more?
Yes, please make me an athletics check. Just barely, you reach up, finding your hand in a handhold, and one after the other reaching up, taking it takes a bit of time, but you are actually able to pull yourself up and into the tower, the open doorway. And you see these two vampire creatures before you attacking Ireva. One of them is trying to grab onto her.
Which one is doing that?
Spawn 2. All right, you hit 15 points of damage.
One.
That's another hit. 15 points of damage once again. Same
Nice.
exact roll.
It's not a bonus. I will cast spiritual weapon. No, that was wrong.
I might have that on something weird.
I don't remember how I actually.
There we go. Okay, I changed it to self, so go ahead and click that again. There we go. All right. Squeege gives Slurm advantage.
Wow! Change of pace.
Yeah, I don't. The token isn't facing for me. Can I put it base? Yeah.
Right there? Okay.
And I will have that also attack the same vampire.
Okay. A third attack coming out, scoring a hit on Vampire Spawn 2, dealing 6 points of damage.
I guess that I would have the bat fly 2 feet back, so the others can try to.
Okay. We go back to the top of the order. Ireva, you are up.
All right, Ireva is going to see that Slurm is attacking Vampire Spawn 2, and she's just going to basically say, fuck it. She dies, she dies. She's done with this, and she's going to... well, Hunter's Mark is done now, right?
Yep. You'd have to recast.
Okay. She is going to cast her Hunter's Mark and loose an arrow. She
Okay.
no longer gets disadvantage.
I think I have that.
No, you don't.
I think I have that automatically proccing. Let's see if I can get that off.
Yeah, that should be on. I mean, it's still a hit, so, but...
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. I'll try to find it. There we go. Okay. 7 points of damage, partially resisted.
Alright, and then she will loose a second arrow.
That's another hit. 10 points of damage, partially resisted. The vampire hissing in pain.
Alright, and that is going to be
Okay, Rosemary, what are you doing?
I'm looking at my Harness Divine Power, which I could, as a bonus action, touch my holy symbol and regain. Technically 2 because it's a 6. Oh wait, yes, I'm 6th level, right? So I get 2 spell slots back.
The number of times you can use this feature is based on the level you've reached in this class, so you can do it twice.
Oh, I see.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
For what spell level?
How high can I go?
Up to your proficiency bonus, so you can get up to a 3rd level spell slot.
I'm gonna get a 3rd level dot.
Okay.
That's my bonus action. Not sure what 3rd level I want, but I'm going to use the Toll of the Dead again
Okay.
on this vampire spawn.
That is a successful saving throw. It resists the tolling bells.
Thing. And then I'm gonna move Bertha closer to try to get VMUG in that door.
Okay.
Where are we going?
VMUG, you see that door right there? Well,
No, I
you
do
can't
not.
really see. He will tap his shoulder. There's a door right here. Your Raven's in trouble.
Vmok, you hear the sounds of battle coming from within.
He does.
And
Heard
it is your turn. What are you doing?
And actually, he's gonna light a torch.
Okay. All right. Vmok, you light the torch, which illuminates the tower and the open doorway with these 2 undead creatures with fangs and scraggly limbs attacking Ireva. You also illuminate yourself
Yeah, I mean, you know.
on the tower.
Yeah. I guess that's an action. Yeah.
Yeah, because you would have to take the torch out
Yep.
and then light it.
backpack.
Yep.
So would it be movement to jump from Bertha, or is that an action?
I would say that's an action.
Okay, so he just he ugly thing there, and he's like, "Damn it!" Probably doesn't have a bonus action. He can't rage because he's out of rages. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Vampire Spawn 1. It's going to make a claw attack against Ireva, which is dodged. Ireva is just making her best effort to move away. Doing it once again. The Vampire Spawn is then going to shift over, kind of like shifty movement over to the side, and we move on to Freddy.
Alright, seeing that the entrance is blocked, Fred's gonna keep moving, so his Wyvern stays aloft. Targets Vampire Spawn 2 and loses some more Eldritch Blasts. Why did it roll 2? I'm very confused.
Because you're targeting Ireva.
Oh,
No.
All right, so you hit
I knew it.
Vampire Spawn 2.
interesting.
Um,
It's not intentional.
18. So that one did have cover. 18, 17, 16. Yeah, that's still a hit. All right, 2 hits. $15 total points of damage.
That's it for Fred's turn.
All right, Vampire Spawn 2 is going to continue its attack on Ireva, making a claw attack against her, scoring a hit. Is going to grapple her instead of dealing the damage. And then it is going to attempt to bite down upon her neck. Scores a hit. Ireva takes 15 points of damage, as well as her maximum hit points being reduced by another 7. And the vampire spawn regains some hit points. All right, Slurm, you're up.
I'm just gonna swing for the fences again.
That's a hit. 16 total points of damage. A second successful hit might lay it down.
Hopefully.
11 points of damage. The vampire spawn is still standing.
Okay, well, luckily I have the spiritual weapon.
That's another hit. 7 points of damage. This vampire spawn disappears, poofing in a cloud of black smoke.
Then Slurm will move over to this one.
Okay.
Just try to be imposing.
All right. We move back to the top. Ireva, you're up.
Alright, Ireva, it was hidden, I thought I used it and I did not, is going to take a deep breath into that she's out of the grapple and use her second wind.
All right. You regain 7 total hit points.
And that, what does it disappear?
Because you have your mode on combat. If you have it on standard, it doesn't disappear. At the very bottom left where it says mode.
It's in standard and now it's like...
You
not
had it
even-
in combat, I just put it on standard. So when you have it in combat, yeah, it doesn't display the stuff that you use. So if you put it in standard, you can still see them.
Oh, yikes.
All
Okay.
right, and that uses your bonus action.
Yes. And then she is going to take a staggery step backwards, risking a swipe from the vampire
All
spawn.
right, the vampire spawn is going to do that. It's going to make an opportunity attack with its claw. Scoring a hit, and you are grappled.
Oh, it okay. I was just gonna hit again, not grapple. Yeah, since I saw it in action, am I able to try and break the grapple?
Yes. Go ahead and make a strength or a dexterity check.
Or not the like break grapple thing at the actions?
Oh, do that too. I guess I... There we go. You succeed, and you are no longer grappled.
Okay, but would he get another?
No.
Okay.
You only get one opportunity action.
She is going to step back here, but she used her bonus action and her action.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she's just gonna step back here and it's her turn.
All right, Rosemary, you're up.
Alrighty. So I'm going to try my Toll of the Dead again.
Okay. It fails.
Yeah, I get 2d10. I hit it before.
2d8.
Well, I hit
Nope.
it before.
But it's not. It doesn't have any missing hit points.
It should have. Because I hit it
It
before.
regenerated.
Oh.
So you see how Ureva's down on her max health? They take health. They're vampires.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do 2d8.
All right, 4 points of damage.
Alright. And then I'm going to use my 3rd level spell slot that I gained back. Oh wait. Yeah. It's a bonus action. And do Mass Healing Word off everyone.
All right, Mass Healing Word as a bonus action, 60-foot range. Up to 6 creatures of your choice.
And
Yep.
And then I'm I don't want to move for the link. This BMOC needs to get in. Is there a way where I can move Bertha but still have enough room for Fred to come in?
No. Because of the size of the wyvern, it would be in the way for any way that you would have to be able to get into the building.
Alright, then I will wait. So, can I tell the wyvern after like BMOC gets off to move back?
You would have to direct it. So you give the wyvern commands. But it doesn't understand English. It's more like you direct it by the reins.
So no. So
Okay. Yeah, what I would want to do is when BMOC got off was pull the rein. I don't want to do that. But if I can, that's what I would do.
Okay, VMOC, you're up.
VMOC will dismount. And
You would have to jump from the wyvern to the landing.
jumps.
Okay, please make me a dexterity check. Try and stabilize yourself on the wyvern as it is hovering in front of the door. Or as it is trying its best to stay. All right, make me an athletics or acrobatics check to jump. All right, Vima, you leap from the wyvern. Not quite enough. You have 1 foot landing just on the ledge. And you are tipping dangerously upon its precipice. Please make me an acrobatics check. See if you hold your... Yeah, acrobatics. All right, VMOC, you begin to fall backwards off of the doorway.
Bertha, push!
You can use your reaction to try and grab onto the ledge if you wish.
Shall.
Okay, VMOC uses his reaction to grab onto the ledge. So that's an action and a reaction. You have a bonus action and some movement.
Bonus action. What? Climb or?
No, you have movement, so you can climb because you grabbed onto the ledge using
Okay.
the reaction.
Oh, climb.
Okay.
Here.
All right, you pull yourself up. And then move quickly within to just by the vampire spawn.
I don't have any kind of cool bonus actions other than to make myself big like bear and like menace this creature. I can't rage. I can't swing as a no, because I didn't make an attack, so I can't make an unarmed strike as a bonus action or anything like that.
Nope.
Yeah, just you foul creature! Wave the flame in his face.
Okay, vampire spawn is going to try and attack the creature that does not have armor, and it is going to face VMOC. striking out with a claw, raking against Vmok the Goliath, dealing some damage. 6 points of slashing damage. It is then going to try and bite Vmok, scoring a hit. Vmok takes 16 points of damage, as well as his maximum hit points being reduced by 9.
Yeah, they're not missing.
I can't believe how many times you Raven dodged him.
Yep. Okay. And we move on to Freddy.
Alright, Fred will move to try to get an angle on the spawn. Target Vampire Spawn 1 and unleash some more Eldritch Blasts.
Okay. That's a hit. And another 2 hits.
Alright.
8 points of damage and 6 points of damage. You also saw the vampire regenerate at the beginning of its turn.
I shout out, they're regenerating! Kill them quickly!
Alright, Slurm, you're up.
Does this one currently have its hands on Vmok?
No, it's not grabbing. It just rakes with its claws.
Here's the weapon. This thing. Again. Carbon.
That's a hit. $14 points of damage. The second slash with your longsword misses. Spiritual weapon scores a hit and deals 4 points of damage. All right, back to the top of the order. Ireva, you're up.
Alright, so Ireva is going to use her bonus action to place her Hunter's Mark on Vampire Spawn 1. And there's an arrow.
That is blocked.
Oh, a rare miss. It's not a 1. There's another one.
A hit on the second arrow. Quick succession. First arrow buries into the wall of the tower as a second deals 6 points of damage, partially resisted.
And as she hears it scream, she spits out a bit of the blood that's gathered in her mouth. And that is going to be her turn.
All right, Rosemary, you're up.
I'm gonna try to get in.
All right, please make me a dexterity check. All right, and then either a strength or either an athletics or acrobatics check as you leap.
You said acrobatics or athletics, okay. I would like to use my advantage on that.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Okay, Rosemary, as you get yourself up with your feet underneath you on top of the wyvern, balancing on top of it as it's going up and down, trying to stay as steady as it can in front of this doorway. You count 1, 2, 3, and leap. And you land within the doorway.
Perfect, go. And then I don't know if I could do any. That was my action, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then that's all I can do because I don't have any more bonus actions.
Okay, VMOC, you are up.
Mock is going to shove this thing, try and knock it down.
Okay.
And do horrible.
VMOC lowers his shoulder and attempts to shove this creature to knock it down upon the ground and give his allies an advantage, but it is able to step to the side, avoiding the charge.
And he's going to try and hit it with his flaming club.
Okay. That's a hit. You deal 3 points of damage as the flames spread cinders across the face of this undead creature.
Foul bitch.
Okay. At the beginning of the round, the vampire regenerates a little bit of health, and it is going to attack VMOC once again, raking out a claw, hitting to deal 8 points of damage. Almost in the same motion, faster than you can believe, it bites out at him, but VMOC, you were ready for it, and you bat it back with the torch. Freddy, you've received initiative.
Freddy's moving for the entrance.
Okay.
He's gonna dismount inside if he can.
Please make me a dexterity check. All right, athletics or acrobatics? Freddy, you steady yourself very well on top of this wyvern's back as it goes down in front of the doorway, trying to give you an opening to leap through. Your feet are underneath you and you're very nimble. But as you jump out, it moves awkwardly and you miss the front of the ledge. You can make you can use your reaction to try and grab on to the ledge if you wish.
Yep.
All right, please make me a dexterity check. You fail to grab onto the ledge.
So I'm falling. Like, what's next?
Yep. Just give me a second. Okay, Freddy, you fail to grab onto the ledge and you begin falling down the side of the tower.
Can we do anything as a reaction?
What would you want to do?
Try to grab Freddy?
All right, Rosemary, as you see Freddy miss the ledge, please make me... Okay, Freddy, make a dexterity saving throw given by Squeege in Twitch chat. With a second inspiration, Freddy reaches up his second hand to a handhold and stops his descent. He is 5 feet below, grabbing onto the side of the tower.
Right.
No need to use your reaction, Rosemary.
Can I use my movement then to climb up?
Please make me an athletics check as you attempt to climb.
Oh,
You are frozen in place. Catching yourself, and your arm has kind of pulled your arm awkwardly, and as much as you try to pull yourself up, you don't quite have the strength right now.
I think that's the end of my turn. I don't have any other actions, correct?
Just a bonus action.
I have nothing that I can do with that, unfortunately.
All right, Slurm is up.
Yeah, and this vampire is still refusing to die. We'll continue to attack it.
That's a miss. The vampire dodges lethally out of the way. And a hit. 17 points of damage as your blade cuts into the flesh of this creature. Spiritual weapon scores a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 6 points of force. The vampire looks to be in precarious positioning, but it is grim in its resolve and hisses more at you. Ireva, you're up.
Alright, so Ireva, having her hunter's mark already on Vampire Spawn 1, going to activate her Claymore Warrior. Shoot at him. Hit.
That's a critical hit.
If he doesn't die, I'm gonna be so annoyed. Because this should be all force damaged.
That is 41 points of damage. You killed the vampire spawn.
Alright. And it's no time to celebrate. She points the coffin out to her companions. I don't think we're done. And she will ready an arrow, like, pointed at the coffin.
As the last vampire falls, you begin to hear shouts. Freddy, looking out the side of the mountain, you can hear it coming from this direction where a number of voices are exclaiming, over there, that's where it crashed, there in the crumbling tower. You also might hear other exclamations, oh, they're on Sanderseal's tower. And this is where we will end this session.
Rest first.
It's 12:30.
Good session. Good session.
Yeah, you guys are quiet, man. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Gonna splat.
These have been a little frustrating.
I typed in the VMOC, grabbed Fred, and yanked him in.
Okay. Yeah, we could take care of that real quick. Okay, so VMOC can reach out a hand. You can just take your time, but I will need a strength check to try and pull Fred up.
I would help VMOC since I'm right there too.
Okay, Freddy is pulled up into the tower. And both the wyverns just fly away.
Yeah, by Bertha.
Okay. So this is where we will end the session. We are finally actually inside of the Skyreach Castle. You have made your way into a crumbling tower, thinking it was a decent spot as any to try and make your berth. But with the ice crumbling down and the vampire spawn within this chamber overlooking a coffin in the center, you are in a precarious position, and we will join again next time on the coming Monday, January 3rd, if that works for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It works for me.
All right. Thank you for playing with me. I hope you have fun in the campaign. I hope you're enjoying your time with this character progression. I know it's definitely tough right now, but you are storming an entire castle. So we will join next time, and I will see you again. Have a great rest of your day.
All right, man.
Take care.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Yeah, I think I'm sensing a little bit of the frustration, but you know, this is hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's trying to run like a castle and figure out like where they can enter, what they can do, and everything in their current positions. It's difficult. It's testing my knowledge of being a DM, but they're alive, so there's something to be said about that. Yeah. Let's see. Change some of this. Thank you to everybody tuning in and being a part of this. We got a lot of bar tab stuff going on here, thanks to Squeege with all the advantages and disadvantages. If you enjoyed watching, you know, show your support, throw me a follow, a subscription if you want. You can also check out the YouTube and see all the progression, everything leading up to this point in this campaign. I have the 2 campaigns. My Monday morning, which I had to cancel yesterday, that's why we're playing today. My Monday morning, which is this, the Tyranny of Dragons. I also run another campaign every other Sunday. We should be playing this coming Sunday. Yes, January 2nd at 9 p.m. That is through a 4th edition campaign of the Scales of War. We are just starting the very first session of the newest adventure in there, the Temple Between. Don't miss it. You can also join in and get in on Tavern League Encounters, which is a very fun one-shot format going through epic boss fights. Very intricate, strategic, tactical, and all of that. A whole lot of fun. Check that out. Join the Discord, and speaking of, I got to update my Discord information. But yes, thanks to everybody. I hope you had a good time. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I definitely do. Playing D&D is always fun. But for now, the last call has sounded, and everyone is lined up at the bar for their final salute. Go ahead and tip those bad boys back, because this has been the Tavern League.